According to PW Insider and multiple other professional wrestling sources, the highlight of the night, the former United States champion, the former Intercontinental champion, the former tag team champion, the former Dusty Rhodes Classic winner with Aleister Black, Ricochet. That's right, the highlight of the night, the resident superhero, is on his way out of WWE. PW Insider is reporting that Ricochet has told WWE's front office and management that he will let his contract expire at the end of the summer and will become a free agent in professional wrestling. Based off what we're seeing on the internet, you know, the typical instinct of the internet wrestling community is that WWE dropped the ball on Ricochet, WWE underutilized him, WWE didn't do right by him, and quite frankly, I think this is just becoming the trendy thing to do. I ain't even gonna say becoming, but it's always been the trendy thing to do to blame WWE. What I will say here is this. WWE has always featured Ricochet on television and tried to get a lot out of him. We've seen this with his recent matches against Braun Breaker. Great match with Braun Breaker. Great match with Ilya Dragunov in the King of the Ring tournament. Even great match with Logan Paul, I believe, at last year's SummerSlam. I look at these as opportunities for Ricochet. They were trying to get him to pop, especially getting that spotlight match against mainstream celebrity like Logan Paul. And he did well with it. But here's the flip side to it. Ricochet's talented. Ricochet is probably the best pound for pound pure high flyer in wrestling right now. However, every time they put a microphone in front of his face, he seems nervous. He seems out of place. He has that deer in the headlights look. He doesn't ever seem comfortable carrying a feud or contributing to a feud on the microphone. And that's all right. But in the world of WWE, charisma is king. Being able to hold yourself and hold your own on the microphone in interviews and promo segments to move your feuds forward is very, very important. And this is not a slight on AEW, TNA, or New Japan Pro Wrestling, but those other professional wrestling promotions don't emphasize charisma and great promos as much as WWE does. So this begs the question, where would be a best fit for Ricochet? Definitely AEW. They got the next largest mainstream audience. They're still obviously on TBS, on mainstream cable. I think they wrestle a style that Ricochet would seamlessly fit and blend into. And everybody wants to see that Ricochet versus Will Ospreay on a big stage. And I think AEW is probably the best place for that to happen. Personally, I think this may sound crazy, but I think in TNA could use Ricochet. You know, TNA, I know, you know, they're going through some management changes, but they're kind of silently hot right now in their own way. And I think there's a lot of fresh matchups with Ricochet. Ricochet versus Moose. Ricochet versus Josh Alexander. The list goes on and on. But most likely, I expect him to go to AEW because they're probably going to be able to offer him the best contract and like I said, the most mainstream audience, second to WWE. But I would love to hear everybody else's thoughts. What do you think Ricochet should do next? Should he go to AEW? Should he go to TNA? And what do you think is the main reason Ricochet perhaps didn't become a world champion and hasn't made it to the top? And do you think if he goes to AEW, he will be a main eventer? I'd love to know what you think about the former WWE Speed champion. How can I forget that so prestigious championship? Let me know what you think, and I'll sign off there. Have a good one.